Alright, so speaking of GoShox, he will be the blue Protoss here at the right side of Crossing Field.
Then on the left side, the Bengalers have all migrated, and we do have the Terran Dandy.
They're all scared of Dandy, that's why they left.
Yeah.
My co-caster, guys, by the way, is Mr. Kix. He also streams on Twitch at twitch.tv/QIKZSD, and in particular hosts the Clash for Tar tournaments that we casted yesterday, or one of which we casted yesterday. Alright. Oh, and speaking of streams, there are like a million streams of the TL Open going on right now, so if, you know, we were struggling to find a game, or if you would prefer to watch a different matchup, for example, or even watch your favorite player's FP view, there's a second stream at Shamtu Stream, who's duocasting with Supernova Maniac. I believe Rhett and Mana are both streaming their FP view. I'm pretty sure they're both still in the tournament, so you can watch there. I think GTR is doing a replay cast as well. I was hoping to get him on the mainstream if possible, but unfortunately we weren't able to figure that out in time. So I think he's doing a solo replay cast as well of random games.
Yeah, I think he said on TL that he was going to be going through trying to pick replays, watch them in ×2, and see as many games as possible. So that should be cool. More and more games casted, the better. And GTR is, of course, from Australia, isn't he? At least he lives there now.
Yes,
so
yes.
One of those things like Legionnaire where it's pretty late at night for him, so good on him for staying up, casting as much as he can. That's crazy.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Alright, looks like Probe Guy getting in here. He has the opportunity for gas steal, and he is going to take it.
Gas steal is so annoying, but to be honest, on this map, I'm not sure how powerful it is. This is probably the perfect map to go 1 Rax FE, so he's not really going to be too worried about this. You can even see Dandy sending the SCV up there already, not wasting any time.
Yeah, I mean, I think aside from the map also, Terran players now are a bit more familiar with 1 Rax expanding, so it's not super awkward for them. I saw an interesting game, I think it was Mong against some Protoss in ASL, one of the early rounds, where after getting gas stolen, he actually, aside from going for the 1 Rax FE, he actually built his refinery at the natural early, sent like 8 SCVs to mine it, and then had them all just wait at the command center and return cargo at the same time. So he instantly got like 80 gas or something and was almost able to build a factory already, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the crazy thing was, when I saw that, even I thought for a bit it was like a really new thing. But you can see videos from like 2007 where Terrans were doing that already.
Yep,
it's kind of crazy how like it disappeared for ages and suddenly it's coming back into play. I guess it's one of those things that you wouldn't really ever think about it unless it happened enough to you that you're like, hold on, could I probably do this? Now, the crazy thing is, look, we have a proxy from Shox over in the bottom left position. What is he going to be building?
To be honest, I'm not convinced he's building anything. I think that was just to hide the pylon from the SCV, because he pulled 2 guys off gas. He's going for the fast expand. He won't have enough gas to actually proxy a robo or anything, which would make the most sense over there. And even if it was going to be a robo, I would have thought proxying a robo like at the 12 o'clock would be better, because that's way closer to the natural. But no, it is...
Oh,
wait,
it's a
what?
gateway.
Oh my god.
4 gate. Wait, 3 gate at the moment. Is he going to add a 4th though? Yes, he is. 4 gate on this map. Kinda crazy.
4 gate goon all in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Gas steal to force the fast expands to delay the factory. Wait, he's building an... Oh, wait, no. Okay, he's building factory. He's building an academy for scan, I guess. He's gonna... I was like, oh my god, he's gonna go medic marine, but he's actually not going to. He is actually blocking his main command center's comsat, though, right now.
Yeah, he needs to move the barracks, but he can't really afford to. He's not entirely sure what's going on, but he needs to keep building marines as long as he can, because he still doesn't have his factory finished. Now, this goon all-in is so smart. There's no bunker either. He's only showing 2 goons at this time as well, which is perfectly normal, and Dandy is going to be none the wiser to any of this.
Wait a minute. Did he skip goon range? Because goon range, I can't... Is it actually finished already? Maybe it's finished already.
I think it's finished.
Okay.
I saw the Cybernetic score spinning a while ago, so...
Okay. He's still only mining with one guy off gas, though. He's going to be making zealots, I assume. You can't do 4-gate goon production with only one guy on gas. It doesn't make any sense. So he's going to have to add a couple of zealots in here as well, which won't be bad. It's definitely not a bad idea to add a few zealots to help tank up and stuff. And, well, I guess we'll see here. Still not a single factory unit on the field. This could be crazy. This is actually amazing because Dandy is so good. Like, Dandy is one of the top foreigners right now. I think a lot of people consider him one of the favorites even to win the Zotac Americas Cup, the $20,000 tournament.
Yeah, he's the best player in Peru from what I understand, so that's kind of a crazy title to have when you have people like Ultra and Terra there as well. I often wonder though if Shox is waiting a little bit too long. No, he's going to go in now. There's still no tank. This is gonna. I don't know if Dandy can hold this. He's gonna pull SCVs. Is it gonna be enough?
Shox is a genius. I can't believe this is actually gonna work. There's still no tank. The first tank comes out though. The first tank comes out. The one zealot has fallen. Two zealots have fallen. Look how many SCVs are dying. More zealots are coming in. He needs to walk up the ramp. He needs to make space and walk up the ramp so the zealots can actually help out. The SCVs are trying to block. He got two up the ramp. He can kill the tank. Oh my god. This is actually working. There's a third command center, by the way. Dandy went super greedy with the third command center. Is now going to die to a proxy 3-gate, 4-gate all-in. GG!
He just scanned the natural, saw there was just a probe stood there, and he's like, probably, oh no, what have I done?
This is actually...
was such a clever play, though, by Shox. Really well played there.
That probe moved to the natural as the SCV was dying. So Dandy saw the probe go to the natural, he saw two guys off gas, and was like, obviously, he's fast expanding on one gateway. But no, Shox, too smart. Alright, well, Shox will be spawning as the Teal Protoss here in the bottom right.
And in the bottom left, we do have a Dandy Terran behind in this series. Is he going to be able to claw his way back?
Dude, if Shox can actually take out Dandy in a best of 3, I don't even know what's gonna happen, man. Dude, we're gonna have to just cast him for the rest of the tournament. Go Shox. What a beast. What a baller.
Shox just taking down players left and right, gets to the finals, wins the whole thing, and he's like completely flawed, and we're like completely confused on how we've just seen.
This could be perfect. You know what? All he has to do is get to the finals, and if Eon Zerg is in the finals with him, he just has to build like 10 cannons at the front, and he'll win every game. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just prepare for Hydra Burst. It's fine.
Oh man. Oh wait. Also, what I was thinking. So you know how you said he has to go standard now, right? But what he can do now is he can do the 2-base version of this build, aka Special Tactics. He can do the real Special Tactics. 12 gates off 2-base. He can do that. It's like the same thing.
And also, this map isn't that great for defending 2 bases Terran because your cliff is so far back from your natural. Special Tactics could work really well here.
Oh, man.
Oh, we see a fairly normal build so far, though, from both players. I don't think Dandy's going to risk going for Max FE on this map. I mean, he may do, but no, there we go. Adding his gas on 12. Actually adding on 11, so I think we're going to see a FE come out of Dandy this time.
Okay, so, side note from the game, apparently Scorpion Rider, I think the guy who knocked out Bo3, is Bishu. Guys, Bishu is a StarCraft 2 pro, I'm pretty sure. That's
I've
really
definitely
cool.
heard that name with StarCraft 2.
Yeah. That is actually really awesome. I think that was surprising that Bo3 got knocked out by some random guy, but actually if it's Bishu, then I'm not so surprised anymore. That's very interesting here. Huh.
Kind of crazy. I mean, so many names have come back. Zeki obviously playing in this tournament. I don't think he's played in a tournament yet since he's come back. So, I mean, he may have gone out in the best of 1 round. Apparently, Nina was saying the game he played with Castle was insane.
Nah, she's trolling. She was trolling.
She was trolling. Okay. I couldn't be too sure with Nina. Like, yeah. Nina is a troll, but sometimes she's not trolling.
But she's definitely helping out a lot today as an admin. I'm actually very grateful to Nina, to Trolls, and to 739 who did show up a little bit later. Man, I was gonna say something else. I completely forgot. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Well, those special tactics. And you mentioned Bakuryu getting knocked out by Bishu playing.
Damn. Alright, well, hopefully it'll come back to me, but probably not. Alright, carry on. Never mind. Just pretend I made a good point there. And everyone nod and agree, say yes, yes. You know, it's like, like when old people tell you stories that you're not really interested in, and you just kind of like nod your head. You're like, yeah, that's really interesting, Grandpa. You know, he's like, back in my day. Just guys, everyone do that for me in the cast, all right? Whenever I like try to make a point and I don't, just pretend I said something really smart. All right, just do it for me.
What a story, Sayle.
Thank you.
What a story.
Thank you, Kix. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciated my story.
It was great. I loved the beginning part.
Oh man. All right. We got two gates.
Dandy's definitely going FD though.
Yeah. 2-gate Goon is pretty good against FD, I think.
Yeah, especially with range. I mean, you get range anyway, but that's 1 gate range gate, so he's going to have a good foothold. I mean, he may even be going for a bust again. He's going to see the 4 Marines at the ramp. Dandy isn't hiding the fact he's going FD either, so Shock should be in a really good position if this probe tries to get in.
Yeah, it will come down to the Goon control, especially against mines. Also, I actually remember what I was going to say. Siki played the very first Italian Open qualifier, and he won the whole thing, and then he didn't play again.
Ah.
Yeah.
But that means he's qualified, doesn't it, I think? Pretty much.
Probably? I mean, he's got 75 points. That's a lot. And you only need top 8, right? So I think he's probably okay, even if he doesn't play tomorrow. I'm not really sure, though. It depends on how everyone else does, I guess. I think, theoretically, it's possible for him still not to qualify.
Yeah, I guess if people... I mean, there's been other winners so far, so if people start winning and maybe the person who gets second or maybe wins again, it's gonna be really close by the end of it all.
The Goons are moving back for some reason. Why are the Goons moving back?
Now, the probe, I believe, saw the units coming out. Now, interestingly, Dandy's actually using this as a defensive FD, not opting to push across the map. He still hasn't got really any information, so...
I can't believe both players are being so defensive. Okay, maybe... Well, actually, I guess the SCV must have gotten in and seen 2-gate, which is why Danny's being defensive. But for GoShox, playing 2-gate, expand, and then Robo, like, come on, man. When you play 2-gate, you gotta be all up in the Terran's face, you know? Go kill him. Do the anti-mine micro.
Dandy is pretty certain of either a proxy or a Reaver or something like that coming from the main, because he's actually got all of his units in the top of his ramp rather than at the natural. So he feels kind of safe knowing that the Goons are over in his opponent's base. But he's definitely in a really defensive posture now. It looks like he's going to add a turret in the bottom right, unless this SCV is going to go for an early third, which is very possible on this map.
Yes, indeed. Not quite as strong as on Fighting Spirit, but definitely still possible, although it's probably for a turret, if I had to wager. I mean, if I was Tresha and I was playing poker, I would bet my chips on this being a turret, but I'm not that good at poker, so don't take my word for it.
He's also waited a long time to build it if it was a turret.
That's true.
By the time this would have come up, it would be completely worthless, because the observer would have got in. It looks like he maybe moved it there to build the turret, but then sort of figured there was nothing crazy going on. I think the Vulture actually either saw the probe going for the Nexus or the Dragoons at the top of the ramp. So he's got to assume them to third base now.
Wow, both players so greedy. Fast double expand from Shocks with just the observers, no Reaver. That is dangerous. You can die to like 3 or 4
fast. Yeah, fast expand by Dandy as well. The command center is coming up in his main.
Yep. So, looks like you were right. It's going to be a fast third base off 1 factory. Man, I can't believe he's doing the Fighting Spirit, but it's not... He's doing the Fighting Spirit build, but it's not Fighting Spirit. That's pretty ballsy. Like, this third base can get busted. Man, GoShox, I told you. He should have gone special tactics. He would have won this game. Like, 1 fact double expand.
Oh, Dandy's now seen the third Nexus for sure. He just scanned the main and the Nexus. Sees only 3 gateways, the 4th one coming up, so he's going to feel perfectly safe. Just sitting back with as few tanks that he actually has. Now, how many factors is he going to add on? He is going up to his third base already, so he's going to have to add a lot to catch up with his production.
Yes, indeed. Looks like, well, both players are just going to want to add their infrastructure, right? It's like kind of just playing the no rush 20 game right now. And
yeah, they're both powering like crazy right now.
I think this. Oh, is this Ob's gonna see anything useful? Wow, not really. He didn't see this this position. I guess if he saw the tank line out here, he can probably assume the command center is floating out, right? Because there's no other reason to have your tanks in this position.
Yeah, it depends how far he saw in though, because the problem he's got is he doesn't know how many factories there are. He's not seen the third base technically, so
Yeah.
he can't really assume either way. He's in a bit of trouble right now in terms of just having zero information whatsoever, and he let the observer die too, so not the best position for him to be in.
Well, he's gonna poke out the front with a few Dragoons. It's like just on mine clearing duty, but no real mines out for Dandy, just building almost entirely siege tanks with his single factory. I guess it was entirely siege tanks since he didn't have any other factory, and it looks like an observer. A second observer does see the third base here, so he knows what's going on. What is the response going to be? Is he just going to build another base himself? Is he going to go for a big attack? Still only 4 gateways.
Yeah, he's not really adding on any gateways yet. He's not even really got any tech. He's got the Citadel up, but he's not going anywhere from there.
Looks like getting forward to the third base as well. Just gonna chill a little bit. I mean, I guess it's fine not to go too crazy with the expansions. Presumably gonna get Stargate's Templar Archives now. I don't think this is the best carrier map, although I have seen it before, and there indeed is Archive. So he is just gonna go for his Arbiter Tech. Really love a few more gateways now, though, in his base. Now that there are more factories coming up, going up to 5.
Yeah, carriers are best to go for when you're cross-map. When you're close positions, it's not as good, but cross-map carriers are absolutely insane on this map.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Terran players don't like this map very much for TvP.
Right. I mean, actually, now that you say that, though, that actually makes me realize horizontal positions on Circuit Breaker, I hate this for PBT because of how easy it is for Terran to actually push along the south side. They don't need to go, like, the middle of the map on Circuit Breaker is horrible for Terran attacks against Protoss if you have to push cross map. But when you go along the bottom side, like, look at this, no flanking opportunities, just a straight line to the Protoss base. Oh, this is so horrible.
Dandy's gone for a dropship before vessels. He's moving directly along the bottom of the map. Does this observer see it? It just saw it ever so slightly, so will he have noticed the dot on the minimap? I'm not sure, but this main is completely undefended right now.
Oh god. Oh man, that's the Arbiter Tribunal. I thought that he was building a cannon. This is the risk, by the way, when you move your entire army super far out, is counter Vulture Harass, counter drops are just such a pain in the butt. As you said, only a couple of Zealots left from the reinforcements, so they're probably just going to blow themselves up on the Spider Mines, although looks like they might get some friendly fire onto the Vultures. Looks like not quite. The Vultures going to make short work of them. 2 Vultures still remaining in the main base. All the probes have been evacuated. Oh.
Yeah, they've not done too much damage. Where did he send the... It looks like he sent the dropship back to his main as well, so he's not going to be able to evacuate. Dandy just trying to do as much damage as he can. Pulling most of the Zealots away from the main army is a decent thing to do. I mean, we're still sort of in the no rush 15 minutes, no rush 20 situation, where Dandy isn't really looking to move out. He's actually sending another dropship, went double dropship, sending it to the top right. He's actually hiding a base. I think he's transferring SCVs up there with the dropship.
What the hell? Dandy going super mega greedy macro, hiding the 12 o'clock base. GoShox has a 30 supply advantage, but it's so hard to attack into Terran positions. He could easily clean the 12 o'clock position if he saw it, but he's getting so distracted by these Vultures. At least he does have a cannon in the natural. By the way, that drop of 4 Vultures in the main killed something like 6 or 7 Zealots and forced him to lose so much mining time from the main base as well, so it's super duper worth it. Finally a cannon in the main base as well.
That drop's coming in. He's dropping Vultures at the third base. The cannon is not in the right position to defend against this, and all the probes have had to have been pulled again. So Dandy doing a pretty good job with his dropships here.
Indeed he is, and sending some Vultures at the top. Technically he could actually transfer to the 12, I think. I think the Observer is too far to the right to actually see this, although, you know, he doesn't really know that, and it's not really worth the risk. A few Vultures, though, gonna get caught in the middle of the map. No, they will not. They are too fast.
Now, one crazy thing to note in this game is Dandy's been on 3 bases for a long time. That he should be up to 9 factories by now. I mean, his money's been quite high, where he just doesn't have enough production. I think he's been I think his multitask has failed him just a little bit, where he's trying to do so much with the drops. The drop into the third is still alive, killing more zealots. All the probes have still been pulled, and it looks like finally GoShox is going to take his 4th base.
Oh man, that is so horrible. That is the worst feeling as a Protoss player, but it looks like he might catch the dropship. Yes, indeed, he will.
But there's another
one.
Drop.
Oh my god, I see it. And there's a command center at the same time, so he's going to take the 6 o'clock, going to send this dropship out. Looks like the top command center is already mining gas there, and here we go. There is an observe, though. Observer.
Those 2 vultures are actually just microing down those zealots right now in the 3rd base still. They may even take out the gas. This is crazy. Well, but the drop in the main, there's a cannon though, and 3 dragoons, so this should be picked up pretty quickly. But look at this, a tank as well, coming to help out. Is it going to be able to kill the cannon in time?
Doesn't seem like it, and the goons will actually clean this up, but Dandy...
He's gonna get the cannon!
Wow.
Oh, he's sacking the dropship though. I think he's been a little bit tasked. He's still moving all his units around, still macroing up, maybe giving up on the dropships for now. Looks like he's finally going to EMP and vessel production. GoShox has had his arbors for a while, or at least he's had the tech for it. Looks like due to where he's been pulled apart from all different directions, his arbor's actually quite late, so...
The observer sees the Terran army moving out, so GoShox is trying to get position, but he's running into a lot of spider mines. GoShox was in a 30 supply lead. It's now almost even after all that harassment. By the way, speaking of multitasking, as you mentioned earlier, even though Dandy failed a little bit, look at GoShox's base layout. This is the most haphazard gateway layout I've ever seen in a Protoss base. I gotta think that part of that is just him getting so distracted by all those dropships. But here we go. This is going to be the big first engagement. What's going to happen? Arbiter has enough energy for 1 spell, and we have a pause.
Oh, one crazy thing as well is GoShox still hasn't seen that 12 o'clock base. It's been up for so long now, and maybe he thinks he's a little bit further ahead than he actually is.
Yeah. That is actually a fantastic point. I completely forgot about that, but I think you're absolutely right here.
Now, the weird thing is, there's a PP, but I can see both cameras moving. So, that's kind of weird. I can't... Where is your camera at the moment?
Mine is on the Terran army. I'm like wiggling it.
Okay, no, it's not yours. So both players are actually looking around with a camera at the moment for some reason. This is a bit of a weird... bit of a weird pause. Maybe Dandy had to pick up the phone or something. But in Dandy's base, he is now on 9 factories finally. Looks like that 6 o'clock command center is flying across as well, so he's in a pretty decent position.
Alright, and looks like this might be the start of the engagement after the PP. Can he get the stasis? Boom, 4 tanks.
There's any zealots. Where are all the zealots?
Oh my god, where are all the zealots? Indeed, the Arbiter falls. More Dragoons coming in. A second Arbiter here, but it has no energy. That's a huge Dragoon line, though.
And that concave is massive, but it's not going to be enough to break through the tanks. There's just not enough zealots here.
Wow. But that's okay. He kept most of the Dragoons alive. Remax on zealots. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... He's only got 8 gateways. He is on such a low gateway count.
Yeah, one problem he's got as well is, as you mentioned, the haphazard gateway layout makes it incredibly difficult to actually fit enough gateways in your base. He doesn't have the other main yet either. He's barely mining at the 4th. He's now transferring some more probes, but he even has some idle probes in his 3rd, so his economy isn't doing that great right now. Dandy's actually well in the lead there.
Oh, man.
Well, it looks like he finally has seen this 6 o'clock position though. The Observer does come in, and all of the Protoss army runs straight down there. Dandy's going to find himself in the middle of the map, unable to defend.
He's going to counter. He'll just counter the 3rd and the 4th. He'll kill both bases in exchange for 1. And just use reinforcements to hold. He's at 2-1 upgrades, by the way, against 0-0-0. Even though GoShox got his Forge at his 3rd quite early on, it seems he never actually upgraded his +1. No, he's not countering! He's actually going to cut off the Protoss army from the back!
Yeah, GoShox is in a bad position here with his army. He's going to fight up on high ground, and this is actually going to knock out the gateway production from getting over the bridge. Dandy not opting to siege, interestingly enough, though.
Oh, big stasis! 5 tanks are caught! The Goons are getting a little bit stuck on the ramp. The Zealots need to get up here. It's going to be very, very close. I think GoShox might actually win this. Oh man, but the upgraded tanks, the 2-1 tanks doing so much damage, but he is actually going to clean up the army. I can't believe it! Dandy's army has been cleaned up! And units are walking into the 3rd.
throughout that entire engagement, Dandy was scanning absolutely everywhere to try and figure out if the Protoss had another base. It doesn't look like he's found it, but he does have a lot of vultures in the middle of the map still. Is he going to go up to that 2 o'clock position?
Well, he is laying a lot of mines. Observer sees the 12 o'clock mining now, but GoShox is too busy camping these tanks coming out of stasis, and there we go, gonna grab these 5 siege tanks. There's a big scan, but it doesn't matter. 5 more tanks for free, but Daishinkai, Dandy's still in the supply lead, and man, Shox needs to not run through these mines.
Yeah, he's taking so much damage, he shouldn't even be worried about all these vultures either. They take forever to get through the pylons. He's building another that cannon, which should be able to defend that. But taking so much damage on his zealots to mines.
Oh man, so much damage indeed. Apparently there's a little bit of an echo, but I think that's probably my fault.
Shox has finally seen the 12 o'clock base.
Yep.
He's got an observer which can see the SUVs there, but he's going to run into more mines in the middle!
Ooh. Looks like barely keeping these guys alive. He's actually going to try and attack along the bottom side again. No tanks here. The Terran armies, this time, this could be a counter. This could be a counter, guys.
This is going to be problematic for Shox. He's going to lose his 9 o'clock base, and his top right is going to be blocked off as well. But for some reason, Dandy pulling everything back.
Wow, Dandy actually going for the defense. This move could be really good for Shox. He can actually just kill the command center and run away, I think. I don't think he needs to fight this in an extended engagement, because he doesn't have any zealots here. I really think he should just right-click this.
Oh, this is going to be good for Dandy. Shox isn't even targeting the command center, losing most of his dragoons. So much blue goo on that ramp.
Oh, there's a recall! Recall in the main!
Oh, there's not many units though. This should be cleaned up pretty well by just the factories.
Oh, by the way, 3-2 mech against 0-0-0. That is horrible.
Oh my god, Dandy didn't get the 9 o'clock though. He sent 3 tanks there and they've been cleaned up. So I mean, Shox is behind by far, but he still has a decent number of bases. Interestingly enough, he's finally sending some zealots to that 12 o'clock position, and no mines or any defense, so he should be able to take this out.
Yes, indeed. He's gonna be so mad about this. You can actually click the mineral patches to see how many minerals he's mined. He actually hasn't mined that many minerals from it, but he's got quite a good amount of gas from it, at least. It looks like a few Vultures speeding up here to try and save their SCV buddies. Meanwhile, Shox getting blocked from the top right by a random spider mine. He's got an obs checking the top left as well. The 9 o'clock is fairly undefended, although the main Terran army is now kind of moving in the middle of the map. And again, we have another attack at the bottom.
Oh man, Dandy is being a little bit haphazard with his army movement. Just moving around not really slowly. I think Dandy thinks he's very far ahead. Oh my god, a huge stasis on all the tanks defending the 3rd base.
I mean, I think Dandy is actually pretty far ahead. But, you know, with good map movements, Shox could make a comeback. Although, again, plummeting down to 140 against a 186 Dandy is really not going to help him. I mean, yes, you know, doing these attacks is okay, but Shox doesn't quite have the economy or the gateway count to really remax efficiently. And looks like this command center is actually just going to slowly fly away. But Dandy actually is getting close to mined out at his main and his natural. Even the 3rd base does not have that many resources left.
Yeah, one thing that Shox is doing wrong is he keeps attacking down at this 3rd base. If Dandy didn't send so much back, I think Shox would have died a little bit ago.
Oh my god.
Looks like all the tanks are moving up. There's going to be a big engagement here. All the probes even being pulled to the to actually try and transfer. Such a huge tank shot though. On so many mines!
Oh!
That last mine killed 3 dragoons. Oh man, Shox.
Shox is falling apart here in this game. At least he got +1 upgrades. He's got that going for him against the 3-2. Looks like he's going for a counterattack. He knows he can't engage. He's going for the 9 o'clock base. He's going to trade side bases against Dandy. And this is not the worst idea because, again, Dandy mined out his main is natural. He's only got this mineral only very, very low. The top left, actually, he did float the command center over there and has actually landed it. It's on fire right now. He'll need to be prepared. Looks like he's going to right-click the command center. Shox has actually right-clicked the 9 o'clock command center. There's the repair, but Dandy, I think, realized it too late. Oh my god, wait, it's close?
Yeah, there's no defense in the top right, though.
I don't think... Wait, he can't kill this in time. Can he? It's close. It's going down. It's the repair! The repair! The mass repair! He actually can't kill it! No way!
Oh, neck on the siege tanks to defend. Shox is losing the 2 o'clock position.
Oh
And the
my
lack
god.
of gateways in both bases has really hurt Shox this game to an unbelievable level.
And for some
somehow...
reason, there's 2 observers both at the top left main, seeing the exact same thing.
He needed confirmation that was definitely there.
GG from GoShox. Dandy evens up the series 1-1, and we are going to a deciding game 3 here. I gotta say though, Shox putting up a hell of a fight. I mean, Dandy has gotta be one of the top foreign players, possibly the best foreign Terran, depending on who you ask. So, you know, this is a pretty good struggle, pretty good fight. Speaking of Dandy, he will be the yellow Terran spawning here at the left side of the map.
And in the top right position, we do have the green Protoss, GoShox.
Oh yeah. Alrighty then. So, it looks like some discussion about games being live. Yes, indeed, this is a live cast with a 1 minute delay on the stream, just to prevent any stream shenanigans. But yes, otherwise we can chat with you guys. We can say hi. You guys can tell us how bad everything is, and we can listen to you, talk to you. Lantern says, do you plan to have an interactive extensions on the stream? Do you mean like the things you can click on the screen that are like brackets and stuff? Like, I had to look through them. The only marginally useful one was Battlefy has or Battlefy has a tournament bracket extension, but I mean, this isn't in Battlefy, so I can't use that.
Yeah, I mean, when you have stuff like Hearthstone, it's a lot easier to do something like that. Like, I know Day 9 uses the Innkeeper one, which means you can like hover over the cards and it'll show you the full card, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But Brute one doesn't really have too many of them. A lot of the time it's just easier to use like a chatbot or something for the brackets.
Yep. Oh, fine. Oh no, never mind. Just a gateway. Just a gateway. Never mind, I panicked. Thought something crazy was going down, but it is just a gateway. By the way, it just occurred to me, should probably give some shoutouts to Liquipedia, because Liquipedia is actually providing the prize pool for this, guys. They are our sponsor, actually. And I mean, they're a great resource. I would imagine most people, or hopefully most people, know Liquipedia, which is basically, you know, the TeamLiquid wiki that for all games like Brood War, you know, Dota, StarCraft 2, whatever. It has all tournament information, brackets. It's really awesome. I mean, I use it all the time just to keep track of who's winning tournaments and what the brackets look like. So yeah, just go have a look. And by the way, since it's a wiki, you can also contribute by editing it. And if you do contribute and help edit or create pages, you actually get coins on TL when you post. So if you ever see anybody in the bottom right corner of their post, they have like bronze coins or silver coins or gold coins, that means they are a Liquipedia contributor, which is pretty cool.
Okay, I had no idea about that, and I've been on TeamLiquid for 9 years, and I have no idea about that whatsoever.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy. Liquipedia has some insane contributors as well.
Yes.
Like, it takes so much work to update things. But I tried when I first hosted the Clash of Chara, I was like, I'll just create a Liquipedia page, it's gonna be easy. It wasn't. I had no idea what I was doing.
The thing for me, by the way, I'm surprised nobody changed it to high latency. Like, it feels like we should change high latency, but I don't want to touch
Dandy
it.
did at the start.
Oh, okay. The thing for me, though, is how fast the wiki updates. Like, I find Liquipedia to be more up-to-date than Tournament's own pages, and it's easier because everything is in the same place, and it like links to players and stuff. So I never go to actual tournament pages. I just check Liquipedia. It's always instantly updating.
Yeah, it's also easier to find as well a lot of the time.
Yes, indeed.
So we have one gate range coming out of Shox, and fairly standard. Looks like Dandy may be going for a Siege expand this time. No, it looks like he may be going for an FD again. He's going up to the 3 Marines.
I'm actually surprised Shox didn't try something like a 10-15 gate on this map, because it is a completely flat map. There's no ramp. Like 10-15 gate would be a great choice, I think.
There is a Zealot type wall you can make on this map, but it's so dangerous to do because if you misplace one building, it just screws everything. And also, if they go 10-15 and just go straight into goons, you just die to goons because you can't repair that wall.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is a crazy map to go I mean, he is going 2-gate still. 2-gate goon range again. I mean, it worked well for him in the second game for the most part. But Dandy doesn't look like he's going to be too aggressive this time.
And we are going to see a 2-gate opening again, though, from Shox. Not going to be the 10-15, going to be the slightly slower Power Gate Goon opening, or Power Goon opening, I think is what I'm trying to say. So you don't cut probes. With 10-15, you do have to cut probes. But yeah, it's going to be a bit aggro here, and I hope he does actually be aggressive, because last game he went 2-gate opening and just didn't actually attack, which seems not ideal to me. But
yeah, you would think if you're going for 2-gate, you'd want to at least try and do some damage. Now, the weird thing is, Shox actually got confused by the pathing. Wonder if Dragoons went up to check out that treasure chest-looking thing in the top left of the map. So, yeah, he can't really... Oh, he's going to have to defend against this FD, though.
Does he not have Dragoon range finished? Should be finished, right?
He
should be micro.
Yeah, it's finished. It's finished.
He should be doing whole position micro to actually pick off these Marines. Oh man, come on,
I think
just
maybe
shoot
he's
them.
a bit worried.
What? Why is he running, man? Just shoot him. Shoot him, hold position. I'm disappointed.
Oh, now he is. A little bit late. He could do a lot more damage to this, but better late than never. Better late than never. He is going a Nexus behind this as well, and this tank is nearly killing this Dragoon. He needs to be very careful.
He's actually regrouping up to 4 Dragoons. Now he's got to be able to fight this, right? If you can't fight this now, then, you know, I'm not sure what you're doing. But, alright, now he's going to do some of this micro. Going to lose one of his Dragoons. Going to take down a Spider Mine.
His Goons may actually get knocked out of his base. This is going to be bad.
Oh my god, he can't go for the tank here. Oh, he can! Wait, how did that tank take so much damage already? Wow. Alright, the tank falls, but he's down to just 2 Dragoons, one of which are heavily... one of which is heavily badly damaged. He needs to take down the mine! He needs to take down the mine!
Oh, he can't.
Ugh.
Oh no, this FD is doing so much damage. Another mine blocking another Dragoon. Wait, how the hell did that not go off? That's so strange. I mean, he will have 2-gate Goon, but there's going to be another tank coming here shortly. It looks like he's just going straight into Vultures. I mean, he's going to be stuck out of his natural. He'll probably have to cancel this Nexus.
Yeah, I mean, he can try, but it's so dangerous because these are in a line. These are in a line. He needs to not trigger bro. Oh no! The Goons didn't fire.
Oh no! He's taken so much damage on the Dragoons. I think Danny may just be able to push through here.
Oh man, really unfortunate here for GoShox. I think the lag also maybe not helping him out too much here. But, oh, it looks
He's
like...
holding the Nexus somehow. But he needs to be careful of the mines.
Oh no!
Oh no! The mine drag into all the probes.
GG! Oh god.
That just killed so many probes. My god, Fabian is probably in about a minute's time gonna be saying Terran OP. That is insane.
Holy moly.